Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with.
Ready?
Hey, where's our waters?
They're under my seat.
Oh, can I have mine? We got. I just did a Dollar Tree haul and I forgot to show you guys the waters. It's not the end of the world. It's caffeinated water, which kind of tastes like. But
does taste a bit weird.
I'm thirsty, and I'll save the bottle to refill it because I'm that way. But this is it's called caffeine, and it's energize and hydrate caffeinated water. So, but I was just thirsty, and so was he. We got one of each. You're gonna have to do tease on these dogs here in a minute.
Yeah.
Because they're circling. They're circling now.
The vultures are circling.
Ooh, Lordy. It is September 14th already, 2021. It is Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. And I'm going to give... Oh, I forgot to show you guys two my combs that I got. But anyway, I'm going to have to give these to LeBrad so he can give the big dog a big one, and then I got some smaller ones. Here you go for the jelly. Charlie's been waiting. So anyway, it's warm out. It was, last time I looked, it was like 90 degrees out. Yes, we're going to discuss it here. Even though I just did a video. Yeah, I know. I need to tighten that up some. We went to Nashville, which is how far? Not far from.
It's like 10 miles.
10 miles from us. I like it. It's a nice little town, and I like their Dollar Tree better. It's smaller, but it seems to be more organized. The two in Rocky Mount are so big, and I don't know. They don't make sense to me. It's like they could have done a lot better job
Charlie,
than they've done. So Charlie's a little excited about
Lord.
it. Yeah.
He's going to chew my arm off.
Come on, get down, sweetie, so you can go get one. You can't eat that on me. So anyway, so we went there, and then we went to lunch, which was really nice. We went to Mucho Mexican restaurant.
Mucho Mexico.
Yes, and it was very good. We finally found a good Mexican restaurant, because the ones in Rocky Mount we've tried 4 or 5. They use so much cilantro that unless you like cilantro, just ignore Brad. He's like, what? Unless you like cilantro, just go to Taco Bell. Because we don't like cilantro. It tastes like dish soap to us. And there was, at this Mexican restaurant, they used a little bit, but not overpowering. And, I mean, geez, you got so much food for that money. I mean, we have to take care of that up there by the TV, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we have enough for another person that we brought home.
Oh, yeah.
And because we got like the three combination one where you got to pick 3 different items. And it comes with a great big thing of rice and beans. And plus you get the chips and the salsa before. So it was very good. It was nice. We just sat there and talked for a long time, and it was nice. So, yesterday I had to kind of take off because, was it Saturday that we had? Yes, Saturday we had a big grocery order. I do the bulk of our shopping when Brad gets his his disability for about a month. All the staple items. And so I had ordered from Walmart and locally, and they were delivering it. And they were 2 hours late, but the guy who came and he brought those groceries in, y'all. He did. He brought them in. He was tired. He had been working like crazy, but Brad didn't even ask him to. This guy just insisted. So yes, we changed the tip and increased it because he even brought in like the 24 packs of Diet Coke. I love the Coke Zero. So did Brad. And he brought it in, and I mean, way into the kitchen and stuff. It was incredible. So, and then I had ordered from Walmart.com. I tried to order from Walmart.com, things like the testing strips that we need and stuff. Um, and so we had like 3 big boxes. I had bought a 40-pound bag of dog food. Um, it's kind of funny every time that Brad gets his money. The first thing I do, and he does, is we look and see what the animals need. First and foremost, I've never let an animal go even skipping a meal not having their food. And I mean, does it look like right, Miss Jelly Belly, Honey Deli? And so we always make sure that they have plenty of canned food, pouches, and the dry. Because this time of year, naturally, most of your dogs, if you're wondering why they're eating more, is natural. Dogs in the wild and most animals in the wild will try to bulk up some, have more of a fat reserve because naturally they think it's going to be the temperature getting cooler and they're going to need that. So, like, especially like Charlie has really been hitting the dry dog food pretty hard. They all eat some of it, but he eats the bulk of it, I think, don't
Yeah.
you? Um, I had to get after Mr. Heidi a bit because one night he handed me jelly bean dish, and it was about 2 meals worth.
But she was hungry.
And she don't need that big of a food
Yes,
baby.
She does.
He always tells her she had a food baby because she does, and that's the only kind of baby she has to have now. But she ate and all, but it's like you got to back it off a little bit. So now I don't look because I asked him today if he was kind of giving her less, and he's like, sure, uh-huh. So I'm not looking. If that's the pleasure he gets, I know he wouldn't ever deliberately,
No.
make our dog. But so anyway, my point was this weekend I used my arms a lot because Brad does as much as he possibly can. But for him to like organize shelves and put away groceries and have a balance problem is a no-go. So I do that. I like to clean out the fridge before the grocery order comes, of course. And so I had used my arms enough that yesterday I had to try and take it easy because this right shoulder and arm hurts so bad. When I see my doctor here in a few weeks, we're going to have a conversation about I want to be referred to an orthopedist. I don't want to I know the orthopedist will order physical therapy too, but I want some imaging done. I hear a lot of clicking and stuff. And I mean, Brad will tell you he can even hear me at night when I move and stuff. I'll cry out in pain and I don't even know I'm doing it. But it's hard to sleep at night because I can't find a comfortable position. We're going to have to do something about that. So, it is what it is, but I canceled my blood lab work yesterday because Brad needed to go down and get his driver's license. That was a big old fiasco. Nothing that we had done wrong on our part, but had to get it straightened out with Florida, and then be able to get the driver's license here, which he did, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna go down and get the tags get the title, and get the plates and stuff for here in North Carolina on the Jeep. Thank you goodness, because that way we don't have to worry anymore. And I want to be pulled over by the popo and get taken to jail. No, we wouldn't get taken to jail, but we might get a ticket or something. I wouldn't want that. And if I got stopped and they would say you still have a Florida driver's license, it's like because I have an appointment here in October, but here you have to make an appointment to get your driver's license right now. And that's just the way it is. So it'll all be good. They can always check. So I've been doing some crafts, of course. Fall time, I think all of us that are crafters really, really start wanting to do our crocheting or our knitting or whatever it is you like to do. For me, I want to sew. I want to do wreaths. I want to do candle, fall scents, fall colors, all fall, 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 fall. So anyway, I made, and this is my first ever attempt, but I made this wreath last night. I watched a video here on YouTube. There's the bow. But yeah, and it's a big wreath. Oh yeah. This is the tool. I use 3 different colors. And you can see some of the pipe cleaners. I just curled them to make them look like stems. But this is some gold glitter. I'm not quite done fluffing this up yet. And then the red, and then of course the orange. Like this is more of an orange. So yeah, I still need to mess with it some, but I'm very happy with it. It's not that heavy or anything. So yeah.
That's right. I was
Oh
amazed.
my goodness.
Gotta work around the little one.
Yeah, I gotta work around the dog. Come here, Hogalonga. Hi.
That's what I was amazed how light that is.
It's fun to do. All you gotta do is you type in tool wreath, and there's all different kinds of styles and stuff. But it's fun to do, and you can buy like a big assortment starter kit, like on Amazon, for not too much money of tool. Of course, then whatever wreath you make first, you're gonna use colors that you would need on subsequent ones, so you might as well just get ready for that. Then, of course, you can buy your wired ribbon or whatever, like I did, for not too much. I think it was like 4 different rolls for $11.99. Beat the dog, beat the dog. Charlie, we have a squirt bottle just for you. What you got to say about that, Charlie? What? Are you being naughty now? Why are you being naughty, boy? Huh, Charlie? Oh, let me tell you. Hey, right now. Stop. Charlie. Go. So, anyway, let me tell you about little Jelly Belly here. She is feeling good.
Charlie.
She is playing. Last night, Nixie has wanted to play with Jelly Bean for a while. But Jelly Bean was just not quite sure of her place and demeanor of Nixie and stuff. Last night, they started playing. And they were doing the whole crouching lion bit. And they were playing hard. It was so cool to watch. Jelly Bean was on the bed. Nixie, of course, was, on the floor. But they were having a great time. Jelly Bean tried to get Charlie to play with her. He ran. The Mastiff ran from the poodle and hid behind the chair. He is the biggest baby there is. I have to beg him at night to go out and go to the bathroom. He usually doesn't want to until about 2 or 3 in the morning. Then he's barking at me because Brad's already gone to bed. He's barking at me because he wants to go outside. Then I'm not a happy mom. I'm like, ugh, hurry up, do your stuff. But Jelly Bean is just,
That was so funny.
she is fitting in here so well. And like yesterday, there was a pit bull mix puppy. That's probably about 8 to 10 months old, and white. And it happened to be a little bit in our yard. Jelly Bean was going to be a badass, chase it off. Then she wanted back outside, and I took her outside, and she was paroling and, strutting with her tail up and doing little barks. Then she stopped and pee and all of that. But yeah, she's feeling good, aren't you, baby girl? Yeah, I feel good. Feel loved, feel cared for, feel very happy, don't you? She gets so excited when Brad comes in from outside. That tail's just a going, and that means a lot to me. Or when he comes in the bedroom. So yeah, everything's going pretty good. Don't you think?
I do.
Brad and I spent a lot of time talking. Sometimes you got to kind of redevelop just the basis of friendship first, and then go from there. Still can't find my flags. I need to change my flag to a fall one. I got to find out what the heck I did with it. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's in that box there on the table. That
What?
bark box.
I thought you had more flags than that. That might be it.
Might be. I mean, yeah. I got it somewhere in this front room. I know this will keep y'all awake. So, Brad's been in a lot more pain lately. Did you take some stuff?
Not yet.
But yeah, he's been in quite a bit more pain. We're a little frustrated with this because the spine specialist basically signed off on him. Didn't want to talk to him about his back. Nobody wants to talk to him about his back. The only time we've had anybody talk to us about it bad because they say there's nothing they can do. Well, there's got to be somebody somewhere that can help with even pain. I mean, there's pain patches, there's a stimulator like Jerry Lewis had and stuff that helps with the pain. There's got to be something, but spine specialists seem to think that if they fix the hip, it was going to fix the back, and it's like, no, because, here, honey, get down. The hip is bad because of the compensating for the back, but we'll do their game. So he has an appointment with a surgeon. I don't have an appointment with a surgeon yet because they have never called. So when I see my doctor, we're going to discuss that too. We're also going to discuss that she's not going to be happy with me that I decided not to go with the in-lab sleep study. I hate sleep studies that you have to go into their lab. I'm sorry, I can't go to sleep at 8 o'clock at night. I can't go to sleep without playing some stupid games on my cell phone. You know, I'm not a child, so don't take away all my play toys. I'm not going to stay up all night playing on them, but you know, I can't do that. And then, you know, they got these little tiny narrow beds, and then they come in and keep waking you up. And it's like, really? Wake you up to have you move because, you know, it showed this or that. Well, they have tested me so many times for sleep apnea, and I don't have it. What happened when they did the stress test for the breathing is they literally decide to basically, I felt like I was a dog on a leash because they attached, you know, the pulse ox um, on your finger, and then the nurse is holding the unit and leading me around. First off, she's going way too fast for me, and because if I go a little slower, my breathing's fine. And I'm being paraded around through a very full lobby. I have social anxiety as is. So when you do that and everybody turns and they're looking, of course, I'm going to walk faster and I'm going to get anxious and it's going to show in my breathing and it's going to show in my heart rate. So, you know, it wasn't done correctly. It could have been done many different ways. They could have had me in a hallway with a nurse at the end, you know, and all of that. But so, and I think the only reason the sleep study was ordered was because I think insurance denied the nocturnal oxygen without more study. The oxygen place never, ever, ever contacted me. Ever. So, you know, I'm like, I don't need it. I'm not going to worry about it. If I needed oxygen, they would have put it on me when I was in the hospital. The two different times I was in the hospital, when I was in ICU in Florida and then when I was here in March, they would have put it on me. They ran every heart and lung test they could while I was in the hospital this last time. You know, so I'm not going to worry about it. I keep telling my doctors I've had all these cardiac tests because she keeps saying, "Oh, well, you're in congestive heart failure." And it's like, no, I'm not. They ran all the tests, and my cardiologist said I am not. Or if I was, it was the very, very, very beginning of it, possibly. She's not treating me for it. She doesn't have, if I have problems, go back and see her, but otherwise, she basically released me. I don't have, but she keeps assuming, and it's like, and how many times have I told her now that I've had all these cardiac tests from?
Well, when you were in the ICU in um,
Florida.
in Tallahassee, the way they made it sound is that you were going to have a complete and total meltdown. I mean, it was your heart, and your liver, and your kidneys.
Oh,
and,
really? I
yeah.
didn't know they ever said anything about my liver.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, yeah, because then they thought something was wrong, nothing wrong with my liver. Then they said they found a mass in my abdomen. Well, we know what that is now, and that's what's causing the restricted breathing. But when they did the ultrasound and I was on the recovery ward, then she didn't go to the center of my abdomen. So, you know, I think she saw the bulge there and thought that might have been a hernia or something because at that time that's what I had been told. So anyway, they'll get it figured out. But you know, you get to pick and choose what you want to have done with your body. And I'm getting really tired of feeling like a pincushion, and I know a lot of you guys are too. So sometimes I will put the brakes on and go, wait, I want to have a few weeks where I'm not having to go to the doctors and go for this test and that test. Because literally, for months and months, we've had at least a couple appointments every week. Especially when Brad was going for wound care. Wound care. That doctor would take so much off of Brad. He would cut off all the new tissue. And see, Brad has no feeling in his toes or his feet, so he doesn't even have to numb them up. But he'd be bleeding and everything else. I wasn't prepared for that the first time. And I don't have a real queasy stomach. But when you're carving on my husband, I was looking away, and they would kept asking me if I was okay. I was like, yeah, I'm okay. But he would, at time after time, every time Brad saw him, he was cutting away all the new tissue, and it's like that didn't make sense to me. How is it ever going to heal if you keep doing this? I almost felt like he was doing it because that way Brad would have to keep coming. So we've been taking care of it and stuff. It's in such a bad spot, though. It's on the very bottom of his toe, right where put a lot of pressure. But it's starting to slowly get better. So, yeah, that's what we've been doing.
And I appreciate all that you're doing on that toe
Yeah,
because I can't.
he
I'm
can't
not
do it.
nimble enough to bend down.
Most men are not nimble enough to clip their toenails and stuff anyway. And Brad, I've always clipped his toenails. But yeah, I mean, well, I think anybody would have a lot of trouble dressing and looking at the very bottom of your toe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I take care of that. And then I threaten him with an inch of his life. Because if I see him walking around without a band-aid on or without a sock on, because he'll kick the bandage off, then, I'm going to start duct taping it. He's not real hairy, but he's hairy enough it would hurt. Right?
Yes, it would.
So anyway, now you see the dogs are nice and quiet because they had their teas, and, we're going to relax and put away stuff. So, got anything else to say?
Nope.
What was I gonna? We were gonna tell them something about Jelly that was so funny.
Oh, about Jelly running from Charlie, or Charlie running from
Oh
Jelly.
yeah, so I already told you guys about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
And you've already told them before.
She's trying to play with Charlie, and he's just running for his life.
Ears laid back. And,
yeah, eyes huge.
Yeah, but she has been absolutely amazing how well she is fit within the herd.
I couldn't be more pleased. She fits in so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she is attached to me, man.
Yes, she is.
She is. Like today, she did not like the fact that we were leaving the house. I was leaving the house. That was just, she was trying to go with me, and she, even gave a little cry, and, So, anything else you got to say?
No, sweet.
So, it's a beautiful fall day. Someday they're going to harvest this sweet corn across from us. And, hopefully next couple of days they'll get the outside decorated for fall. And we love you guys, and we do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are amazing. And we will talk to you later. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.